Hey guys, I'm going to show you guys how to quickly set up your Ruse private server, including your cache downloading and making sure that everything works. I had lots of troubles with this, so I want to make sure you guys know how it's done. Um, the server in question is this one here. It's the Ruse private server. I think I've already said that, but what you're going to want to do first of all is download the client and server package, and when it's done you can download this one after. We don't need it just now, but just make note that there is a password to unzip them. So with that, I'm going to show you guys how to get started. So I've already downloaded it, and what you're going to get is this zip file. So once it downloads, you can unpause the video, come back to me. What we're actually going to be doing is just opening this and dragging these two onto our desktop, and this is where the password comes in. So I had actually struggled with this for a while. It actually took me over the span of a day to figure out why this wasn't working, and it wasn't even me who figured out what was wrong. It was a user had PM'd me saying to check the thread that I was posting in, and he suggested a fix. If I find his name, I will definitely give him some credit, because he saved me a whole lot of hassle. Um, so here is the file finally finished unzipping. From there, you can just go ahead and we will click into the source first of all. Here's your source. We want to make sure that these things work here. I know some people don't actually know how to make this work. Sometimes they'll get an error, system cannot find the path, and they don't know what to do. Same here, they don't know what to do. So to fix this first problem, if you just right click and hit edit, it'll open it in a text file, a notepad. Now if you look here, it's looking for this program. It's executing the server with this much memory. So this is what, 3 gig, or it's not, but it's close enough. And it's going to be using these libraries, and this is the name of the package it's running. So as you can see here, it's saying look for program files Java JDK. Now this is probably the wrong version right here. So to fix that, just go to your local disk, program files, look for Java, and you can see here JDK. Mine is _60, mine's update 60. So see if you just change that to 1.8.0 _60 and then save it, or you can Control S. Now what that will let you do is when you run this thing, it will be able to find Java. Here we can see another error, which a lot of people are going to have, so I'm also going to show you how to fix that. But the server is online. There's just an error with this. Now this is caused by MySQL. It's trying to run some JSON packages but can't find. It's returning a character that isn't valid for JSON. And this character here, now that's probably just, we don't need to go into the details of why that's there. There's just a really quick fix for it if you are not going to be using MySQL. And the really quick way to do that is, you'll have to forgive me, if you just navigate to source, src, com, RusePS, and go to your game settings and just open that in your text editor of choice, you will see here that the file opened. You're looking for a line that says MySQL enabled true. See if you just change that to false, save it, close the file, close the server. If you run it again, you'll still get the error. Let's make that clear. You need to compile your script, your package. So we'll edit this like we did with the run, and we'll change this to 60 because that's the update we're on, which we checked earlier. We'll save that. We'll run the compiler. It's going to compile all the Java files into like class files or whatever. that's it done. Now if we run it, we have fixed the first problem. Your server is now running successfully. It's running on localhost, which means it's, you can connect to it using without having to port forward or anything like that locally. So that's the server online. That is part one finished. We've fixed the first problem. So I'm going to close that and this. For a second problem, we need to look at our client. And this is where the fun happens. Now, like we did with the old one, we need to edit this and make sure that the Java is the correct version. Save it. Do the same for the run. Just right click, edit. It's using Java as a expression. Now, you'll find loads of tutorials on how to fix this if it doesn't work for you. It'll give you an error in your console that you can Google and fix in a matter of minutes. I'll include a link on how to fix that. So we'll run this. Now what we'll see is a black screen. Everyone knows this. Why is it downloading? It shouldn't be downloading. Oh, okay. This is downloading the cache from, apparently from the guy who uploaded this. I thought it messed up, but what you can do is download the cache from the thread using that other link that we spoke about earlier, using this one, and it will download something that looks like this. Full cache. Now chances are this is going to stick here, and we want to change it over to our host anyway. So how we can do that is we can go to our source, src, go to cache downloader.java, open that file. What you're looking for is this very first bit here, because underneath that you'll be able to find this. You can just try and find in the Control F, but you'll see here rusepS.com/client/cache. If you just change this to where you're hosting, I'm hosting it on this address. Okay. Pixel Reality Gaming with a G .com/client/cache, and I'm going to save that. Now this is probably what you're all doing as well. Now if I just quickly compile this, I don't want this video to be too long, but it is going to be about 15-20 minutes, just as a heads up. Now run. You'll see that it's requesting and retrying. It can't. This is what everyone's getting. After you open it once, it does something. The next time you open it, it doesn't work ever again. We're going to fix that. What we first of all need to do then is to get our cache hosted. Okay, so you should have a web host for this. I'm just going to quickly look at this one I did earlier. Okay. So open FileZilla. It's like a free file transfer program, FTP, file transfer protocol, and connect to your web host. If you don't know how to connect your web host, follow your web host's instructions to connecting to FTP. Chances are it's just ftp.yourdomainname, and then it will be your username to log into that you've either set up or they've give you, and then your password that you've probably set up, and the port is default 21 anyway, so you can just hit enter. Now, whenever you connect, you're going to get a few things. You're going to see www or public HTML. If you're on Linux, you'll only see www. If you're on a, it doesn't matter. You'll have one or the other, and they both lead to the same thing anyway. It leads to the root of your host, like your files. So, for example, if I go to this website, it's going to come here and be like, oh, where's the file? That is the front page. It'll find the front page, and it'll start loading. In my case, it's a CRM. Now, what you want to do is, if I don't want this to confuse you guys, so I'm going to make it very simple. Just go to public HTML. Chances are that's where you have your website, okay? Here is my ground zero. Here's my website. This is probably what yours looks like if it's a basic website, okay? So whenever I go to pixelrealitygaming.com, it pulls up this, and over here it's Pixel Reality Gaming. This is the root. This is the ground zero for this address. So pixelreality.com comes here, sees the index, loads the page. If I put / clicker, it's going to go to this folder and load whatever inside of this. So if I go to / client, it's going to go to this. So what you need to do is create the client folder. So create the client folder. To do that in FileZilla, all you gotta do is just right click and create a directory. You can create a directory and enter it as well. So just click that, type in client, press enter, and it'll create the folder for you. Go inside of the folder, and this is where you want to create another folder, create directory, and you want to name this one cache. Hit OK, it'll create this folder. Now, these images, I don't think they need to be there, but just for good measure, we're going to put them in anyway. So open your cache that you downloaded, and just quickly extract this to a folder. So we'll just name this RuseCache. Now stick the 3 loading icons in here. Then you can transfer them over to the file server. That will upload them. I'm just going to overwrite them. They're the same thing anyway. That is the first part done. You've got your client, you've got your cache folder, which is empty. You've got your load 1, load 2, load 3 that you pulled out of this file that you downloaded. Now go into cache. Perfect. From here, what you want to do is extract everything and stick it in this folder. Okay, you can close this now. Now, in here, what you want to do is, I'm just changing the view of it. Okay. I'm going to get rid of these. In fact, we'll leave them in. Leave them in, okay. So if you, in your cache folder, what you can do is just select your sprites, sprites.dat.idx, your ruse idx5, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, dat, and your icon, and just drag those in, like that. It'll start to transfer them over. I'm not going to do that because it's already there. Okay. Now, inside of the data zip, that is this here folder. Now, all that needs to be in there, I'm going to quickly double check what all needs to be in there. I'm going to be honest. Where's mine? I literally think it's just the data, yeah. So if you right click this and do add to archive and then zip, hit OK, that will zip the file. Drag this, throw it into your FTP, whoop, let that upload. Once that has all uploaded, you're done. So basically what you've done now is in your Pixel, or in your website, you've created / client, which is this folder, / cache, which is this folder, and it'll have all of these items in here, whatever. Just to finish off, you can right click whilst in the root, we're calling this the root, right click on client, file permissions. I just put these to 777, and then what I also do is I created an HT access file, because if you don't have this, let me just show you what will happen. If I delete this, like the whole file, and then go to if I go to my website again, it's going to give me a 403. I'm not allowed to look at this. But with this ht access file, and I'm going to show you how to make it. It's very simple. I'll show you right now. If you just create new file, it's dot ht access. Press enter. Now inside of the ht access, you only need you only need one line of code. It's not really code. It's just this here exact string. So if we quickly edit, put that line in, options, capital O, plus indexes, capital I, save it, click over here, it'll ask me to upload that, yes, okay, now this should have some file size, yep, 16 bits. We are done in terms of the cache upload and your FTP. That's the nitty gritty bit done. Now it gets easy. So you can close your FTP once all your queue transfers have been uploaded. Boom. Yeah, we'll close that. We'll also close all of this, because if it was done correctly, what should have happened is the client should be able to run, but no, it's going to crash again. The source is going to work. To finalize the whole thing, guys, you're not going to believe it. People don't know what the home drive is, or what their their user is, or whatever. How to delete a cache, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to delete a cache. See if you just click on local disk, click on users, click on your name. Now, all you need to do is look for Ruse cache, which will have been downloaded the first time you ever tried to run the client. This downloaded. Just delete it. Boom. And now you can run your client. Now it's going to start downloading everything. Now, what I like to do as a final step, just so that you can see everything is downloading, is just add a very simple line of code to your cache downloader. So I'm going to close this and delete the cache again. See if you just open the client, go to your cache downloader again, and then just under this line, what you want to write is system.out.print capital IN, just something like downloading file from, and then close the parentheses, file URL, and then we'll close that off. Now what this is going to do is it's going to show in the run file that we have that it's downloading, so you actually can see it working at least. So we'll compile the script with that. No, what have I done? Dot system.out.print in. That should work. Cannot find the symbol. Oh, did I forget to put the dot in? No, I didn't. Let me check my one, see what I did wrong. Oh, don't tell me it's because I'm just going to copy this one over. I will put a copy pastable one in for you guys as well. So we'll compile it again. That's the biggest pile of crap I've ever seen. Anyway, you can run it. Now you'll see in this thing, oh, it's actually downloading crap. And this is what it's downloading. Now just give it a minute. It'll start to run. I'm going to run the server as well. So we've got the server running, we've got the client running. It's just downloading some things, and then we'll be able to play the game. I'm actually just gonna go the whole way. Why not? It's 20 minutes long already.